What's up guys, Lama5 here, and welcome to my review of Make New Friends But Keep Discord. Which, I'm gonna say right now, the title is a bit long and confusing in the sense that I don't know what joke they're trying to make. It's like, I swear I know what they're trying to get, like, make friends, not but I don't know. I'm gonna show you a little bit. Anyway, so, before we start, first off, I'd like to say thank you so much to the people who do watch my reviews. I know this isn't the main content on this channel, so for those lovely people who do leave a little like, thank you so much. Wish you guys could leave comments, but unfortunately I don't ask for that. Well, technically, does this count as asking? No, because I'm not asking, I'm just saying I wish you could. Not asking, I'm not saying do it now. And of course, as I do with one of my reviews, I want to say, one, spoilers, obviously, please go watch the actual episode. It's anywhere, it's on YouTube probably somewhere, but I will watch it on cartoonsonline.com, very awesome website. And I'm not going to be using any footage from the actual episode because I find it distracting, and also I put this review up because I want it to be up. If I put the footage there, I know it's going to get taken down, defeating the entire purpose of putting it up in the first place. So without further ado, let's get to it! I don't know what I was trying to do there. I was trying to get to the review and get to it at the same time. So first off, I'd like to say I do like how we're finally getting to some episode focusing on, Discord himself. I mean, before there was the Season 4 finale where it was like, making more three-dimensional, like, oh, I wish I had friends, oh, friends like you, and then, oh, Twilight gets her thing, all magical stuff, everyone was upset, and I didn't know what to think about it, but now I do, we'll get to that soon. But yeah, this episode made it more 3D, absolutely love that, just want to say it right now, before we get into real death in, like, 3 seconds. I do enjoy how this opens up, just, showing, how a conversation with Fluttershy and Discord goes, because I've always wondered that, like, how exactly Discord and Fluttershy can be friends when they haven't got that much in common, but you don't need to have things in common. Oh, that's the message of this episode, or one or two that I found, how, you can be there's friends, obviously, you can talk more with, but, it shows, how they do have normal conversation, how they can be friends, have some tea, have some cake, I would like some cake. I don't know what that was. Ooh. Moving on. Treehugger, just because they do point out this point, I'm going, for my notes that I make as I'm watching it, reviewing it a second time. I just think they could have been a bit more thought into the names. I mean, it was like, open skies over there, but clear skies over here. That was like for a joke, and that was really awesome joke. When it comes to an actual good character, yes, I do like Treehugger as a character, we'll get to that, but just her name, you could have gone something like, open flowers, or good vibes, and it's a bit more thought into it, to the Treehugger. It just seems like a let's not go there and just move on. So, okay, main points. One of the main points. Discord's jealousy in this episode. It is easy to sit for me, surprisingly, because at first I wanted Discord to remain, a chaotic random character in the, how it usually is, like, oh, I'm going to do this, oh, I'm in the background, and oh, no, I'm a maid, oh, guess I could help you guys out, oh, and then Princess Alicorn, ooh. And then the Season 4 finale happened, I was like, I don't know how to take this. But then again, if Discord can be taken down, in general, turned to stone and all that, then he's obviously not someone who stands outside of the normal boundaries of a character. He is a character, if he can be sealed away like that. Obviously, if he's just someone who's always around, just constantly breaking the fourth wall, then, yeah, then he wouldn't be able to be taken down and turned to stone. So, I think we can do that. But what I'm trying to get to the point is that, I felt like giving him emotions like jealousy or want, oh, Fluttershy, why are you doing this? Oh, why you do this to me? Oh, would ruin his chaotic nature. But after watching the episode, it didn't. This episode showed me that a character can't be ruined or changed through even the extremity of having them do something that you think they would never do, But we'll get into the different points of that later, if I remember to knock it down. If not, you at least get what I'm trying to get across here. Just saying, just press replay if you want to hear me say it all over again. And the ticket situation of, oh no, I really don't mind, because people don't, well, let me put this up first, it should tick me off, but, it's a lesson that I honestly never see happen anymore, or at least, what's the word I'm looking for? It's one like I guess it's never been learned, is what I'm trying to say. I haven't seen people actually taking this lesson. So I like it, and like how it's executed, and the point that I'm trying to make over the lesson itself is when people aren't blunt or forward with what they want. It's like, oh no, I don't mind, this is a really nice thing you got me. Oh no, don't worry about it. I don't mind about that. You know, if you want something to change, or you want something, ask for it, say it. Like, oh, this gift actually sucks. Oh, I actually want this. Why didn't you do this? I want that. Just hiding behind words and going, oh no, 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 and then talking behind their back. How dare they? People do it way more often. So I'm really glad they took this episode and really executed well. Just wish it was the main message, because at the end they kind of just go, no, that wasn't the message. The message was this, and really missed opportunity there. Nah. Moving on, the animation on Discord in the first spurt, or in the first act, how he enters, exits, like how the mirror in the background becomes his eye, and then wherever he just puts on all that stuff about to exit the door, nope, he just disappears. I really like it. It's very creative, fun to look at, and just wish it happened throughout more of the episode, because especially in the third act, he's just walking around, open a door, lock a door, he's not really, taking advantage of, as the spirit of chaos, how he should move around and how he should interact with people. I feel like I could have done more of that. Like, really a lot more. And I love how I think you noticed Discord, and the reference to, or rather the reference to Metal Gear, is like, hey Discord, what are you doing? I don't know how to take that. Or the fact that Pinkie Pie literally shakes the camera pointing at her. I'm really not comfortable with. I mean, I love fourth wall breaking jokes, but you have to be a bit more clever than that and just go. It's like my friend Ken Osama in his series Living the Lolly. At the beginning he has something like that. It's like, oh, you shouldn't leave the garage door open because snakes might get in, and it goes and snake appears. It's like, well, at least it's more better than that, but still, you gotta be more clever, a bit more subtle with references, I guess. And I believe they do somewhere down the line. Did I make that note? Probably not. But just love how Pinky just notices him, like, well, hey, Discord, like, not even looking at him, it's just... Or maybe Discord wanted her to know. Or maybe Pinkie Pie wanted Discord to not know that she knew that he knew about her not knowing him. You go. I'll be honest, I was expecting a really, really horrible stereotype with Treehugger. Like, like, she's like, oh, the trees, man, they aren't, people are like this. Oh, man. It's just how people are like they're too obsessive and materialistic, man. But I like what they did with her. She's like, oh, it's just getting good vibes off you, man. The chakras. Oh, how you doing? Oh, yeah. I don't know, I just like what they did with her, for what she could have been, for what she is. I like her personality, voice, and especially her design. Her design is, a bit simplistic, but it's still very vibrant, very creative, her mane, like, in bangs, and that just look in her eyes. Just really, her overall personality is very calm, laid back, but pretty assertive in a way, she's like, oh yeah, we should definitely do this. Oh, and I saw that. She's not like, dude, like, I don't know. And obviously, I'll point this more out later, but her conversation with Discord are just probably my favorite parts of the episode. Oh man. Again, we'll get to that later. It was nice to see where Discord lives and how he lives in it. Like just putting clean plates in, taking them out dirty, and then when he's cleaning up, he puts dust bunnies around. But I think it could have been a bit more crazy with the design, just in more simplicity, like the things going in the background. Like, you remember from Season 2 premiere, like there was bison tutus. That's what I remember. So I was hoping more stuff like that where Discord lives, especially if its own pocket of dimension. But no, it was just way too simple and boring, along with his tuxedo, but we'll get to that. But I absolutely love, the mailman getting lost joke. Why? Because, one, it makes sense, he's trying to deliver to Discord in his own pocket dimension. I couldn't find a street. Oh man, that's my own, if you get a lot of posts, you understand why that joke is so amazing and funny. But there was no street name, I couldn't find the one house, because there was no street name. But, it's very funny, and it's actually a plot point, remember Discord's letter not getting to him on time, or soon, so... And I think that makes sense, it's not like really forced, like, oh, it's here now, or, oh, I didn't get the letters. Like, no, it was late, and that's why Fluttershy, and obviously, he should just go, oh, Fluttershy got my letter now, or if I got my invitation now, we can hang out. But obviously, that's the point of the episode, or I wanted to be the message of the episode, but, a message doesn't have to be said to be getting across, if you get that meaning. But yeah, it was very very tight, this plot. Very, very nice. Nothing seems... Well, there are a few things, but nothing like the main drive of what's getting the plot here. That doesn't seem forced at all. Very smooth, but very tight. Sexy. Sorry, I should not be saying that. Not on this show. Alright, the dress designs are, you know, because of the gauntlet and all that. It's mostly Twilight and Celestia I don't like. They're just a bit too simplistic, you know. I mean, I like Fluttershy and Treehuggers. They're pretty unique and well designed. Really like them. Pinkie Pie and the Applejack. There is one dress I didn't like, and that is Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash's main end dress, as soon as she appears, I was just like, yeah, that kind of reaction. It was just beautiful. I wish Dash would dress more beautiful instead of I'm awesome, take caution, awesome as I want to be. But that's just me. That's just me wanting more beautiful Dashy, more schmeck Dashy. Yeah, but here's the main one: Discord suit. I think they're trying to make a reference in the sense that the Schmooze, okay, tell me a moment, the Schmooze has this silver hat and Discord has this like orange hat. I think that's a reference to something, but I don't get it. All I see is Discord having this really bland... I mean, he's the spirit of chaos. Discord, the spirit of chaos, is wearing this really bland suit. I was expecting him to wear something crazy, something really crazy, and just like, I don't know, it's like maybe a smack of Two-Face, a Riddler, a Joker outfit, just... Or maybe it's just like a rubber duck just around one ankle. Just something really random, but still amazingly creative. You know, just something like that I wanted to see. Not what he was wearing, just something boring. Just made my eyes go to sleep. Thankfully, we had the dialogue between Discord and Treehugger, which we will discuss in a momento. And the Schmooze, a reference to the generation. I guess he's good for a plot point. Like, he could have been better mime character, you know. It felt like at times he was just opening his mouth to communicate, or just kissing Discord once, you know. I felt like he could have been much... Well, he wasn't the main focus, you know. And Gandhi was there, I guess he was a plot character, that he was just there to get the plot moving. Maybe that was a sense, because, remember, that's why Discord invited him there. Or it. That's why Discord invited it. So, because obviously, to get the plot moving, that's part of it. Obviously, not paying attention to it, neither the writers. Part is, it wasn't the main thing, it's just something I wanted to bring up, you know. Because this is a review, we need to bring up all the points. If we don't start picking at the nits, they will lay eggs. Plus, I like to poke things to see if they move. Alright, come on, we're almost at the end of the first page here. Oh, yes, here we go. And because Treehugger, again, it's probably my favorite part of this episode is just Treehugger. Especially the way she talks to Disco. It's like Disco's trying to just rile her up and just like, wow, that's just like Tree Embrace. Wow, maybe that should be my name. It's like, we met before. Oh, like in another life? I just love her dialogue. I love Treehugger. If I'm going to cosplay her this year, I'm definitely gonna take all the pictures. There's probably gonna be a lot of new cosplays this year, because I remember last year there weren't being that much. Ooh, what was that other one? Oh yeah, I didn't see any. I want to see Dazzling's as well. Oh, come on, we're getting off track. Point is, absolutely freaking love Treehugger's personality. And especially her responses to Discord aren't just as jokes, they also, you know, flesh out her personality a lot more. Make her more 3D. And Fluttershy's responses, you know, like Discord is like, oh, maybe I should go over here. Oh, you should see my new friend. He's much better. And Fluttershy does seem a bit blind or stupid at times with her reactions. But again, the message of being upfront about things is made stronger through this. Plus, she may be thinking it's just Discord being Discord, you know, it's like, well, here's my new friend, he's much better. Oh, Discord, you're so silly. And I hate you. Oh, you should see Discord at tea time, he's so hilarious. Oh, we're almost done. Come on, we can make it in record time. Oh, no, we haven't. Especially since I have a lot to talk about as well, but no, not much left. Come on, we're almost there. I make the weirdest noises when I'm just trying to do improv. Well, not really improv, but just making notes into entire paragraphs. Like really tiny notes. I love it. Discord stand-up. Well, obviously there's a lot of good moments and a lot of moments. Let's just point out the good moments, because those are ones that I wrote down. Obviously, didn't write down any of the bland ones, because why would you do that? But, you know, it's showing that his comedy does come from being random, not from being clever or anything. Or actually, except for one joke. But first I want to say, Celestia laughing at Twilight's inability to fly. I don't know how to take that. Celestia was very mean this episode, just through her two moments she actually had anything to do with anything. She was quite weak and mean, like, when Slime was everywhere, she's like, well, I'm useless. But... you ever notice you come out of thin air? Sorry, it's just the funny but true. I wonder why you never can come out fake errors. There was such a... the jokes between people who can bend reality. And the rubbing just like, oh, tough crowd. Hey. At least it didn't go hey. And I'm sure there's other comedian references, like he's wearing these different clothes, like the mime thing on that red jacket, but I didn't notice them. They weren't, in my face, so that's why I didn't notice them. Which is a good thing. I don't like references being thrown in my face. Those are clever references. That's what it should have been with the Metal Gear or Shooking the Camera. These were way better references. Like Rodney Dangerfield he didn't go, hey. He just went, oh, tough crowd. While just pulling at his tie. That's a clever reference. And Maud in this episode, she isn't thrown in like, hey, did you see Maud? Maud's here. Like, she has a bit of a point there. She's Pinkie Pie's +1, hence why Pinkie Pie couldn't invite Discord and all that. And also Maud has a couple of good lines like, you're a basic joke. And the Shining reference, when the boys, they're looking at the thing and the slang comes out, just like that scene in The Shining where the blood comes out. I think, again, it's a bit of a forced reference just because of the sweater alone. If it was just like a pony... Also, I know there's a kid there, but at least, like, why isn't he dressed up with the gala? Why is he wearing just this basic sweater? Dress him up a little bit. And that would have made the reference a little more sneaky and a little more clever if it was just, like, the door is opening and the slime coming out. That would have been more clever than giving him sweater. I love how Treehugger solves the situation, showing her knowledge of creatures like, it's all the vibrations. Or whatever noise she makes. I love how she, because, gives her get more depth about throwing in her face. Like Blush, I could have gone, oh, she's done all this, she's done all that. But no, just from that one moment she shows her expertise in the field of magical creatures, or creatures in general. Much more clever, much more nice. Treehugger has gotten the award this episode for best introduction to a character ever. Why? Because awesome. Even better than Mop Pie. Yes. I love Treehugger. Do I? In that way? No. And of course the upper dimension with the sock. As you notice from my telecard, I haven't made it yet, but yes, it was me! Just here, I just love that. This puppet with the Mexican hand. I love those moments. Like, hit it, gummy, I just love those moments. Just random. Love it. And the scene where Discord breaks down and tells her, like, but I wanted to go with you. It could have been done way better. It just seems really forced. That's the one moment I don't like, and that really lowered the rating for me, because this would have been easily a 9.5 out of 10, like really up there, if it wasn't for this one point. It just could have been smoothed out better, or like dropped out better, or handled better. It just seems really forced, really quick, just on the more. It just goes like, let's see, trying to put into quick bullet points. It's like, Disco, why did you do this? Because I wanted to go with you. Really? Yes. Say you're sorry. To you? To her. Okay. That's how it was for me. I'm pretty sure a lot of people really probably liked that breakdown, but I just felt it was really forced, way too quick, and just... could have been handled so much better. Arrgh. Could have been handled good at all. I mean, it wasn't handled good at all is what I meant. Ugh. And of course, the message of having different friends is good, but they really should have focused on the message I found myself in this episode, and whoa, that's not a nice sound, computer. It just went brr, brr, which kind of scares me because it's like the microphone is disconnected, but nope, I can see we're still recording, so that's good, because I didn't want to read this all out again. And finally, a sort of Fluttershy for the win, and Celestia really doesn't care at all, does she? I think this is more than ever. It's like, why did you invite Discord here? So it would be fun. So you knew that he caused a lot of destruction. Of course. So, I'm not going to question you, Celestia. I mean, you've made some really stupid decisions in the past. Just go to Meme Flower. It's like those macro images. Ugh. Maybe I'll read them out one day. I'll have Sydney and her Celestia impression read them out just to be... Ugh. Alright, final pause. We're almost here and only at 20 minutes. Ooh. Wish we could have gone quicker, but... Both messages I saw were good, but I prefer the upper one overall, the one that I found myself about how people should be blunt, if that's the words you want me to use, about what they want, how they feel, instead of just dancing around and trying to be sneaky about it. Like, oh no, don't worry, I just don't care. People, if you do want something, ask for it. Don't be like hinting at it. Don't hint like, No, I don't want it. I don't want anything for Christmas. If you want something for Christmas, ask me. If you want something specific, tell me what it is. If not, you're gonna get something that you might not like, or nothing at all, because you didn't want anything, according to you. Upper point is Treehugger, really fun character that I like, and like Maud. Sorry, I'm reading my notes backwards here. Like Maud Pie, I hope we see her again, like, just slightly in the background or just for some conversations. Cause I really like Treehugger. She was really fun talking to Discord, being a foil, obviously showing her expertise in animals. I liked her voice, liked her design. Overall, loved her. She was my favorite part of this episode, which is strange because Discord was in this episode. Discord was in this episode and I liked something else. You're great. And as mentioned, at first I wasn't keen on giving Discord more personality, or the idea of giving him more personality. I was scared it would destroy his chaotic, random nature inside and all that. But after watching the episode, I realized that it just developed him as a character while keeping his chaotic nature intent. Same as before, because like I said, if he can be stopped at all, and obviously he's not this really crazy thing. He's an actual being. He has to obey to some rules of that world, and therefore he can also have a character. He's still chaotic, he's still fun, he does random stuff, but he still has a character that can be developed and shown and fleshed out. Very wonderful, very nice. And final note is that I'm glad that the gala was just a background note this time. It wasn't like, oh, the gala. It's like they learned from last time, yeah, the gala's not... So overall, I'm going to give Make New Friends But Keep Discord an 8.7 out of 10. Like I said, the most point was just that forced breakdown near the end, and also the bad designs of Discord, some of the forced references, and of course the message should have been more on, being blunt about something instead of trying to hint like, oh no, don't worry about that, because I feel like that was really done well this episode. If all those were met, this would have been a 9.5 out of 10. How can something be a 10 out of 10 on my list? Subscribe, find out the rest of my reviews if there can be a 10 out of 10 on my list, because it'll have to really blow me away to be 10 out of 10. So, thank you very much for watching my review of Make New Friends But Keep Discord. If you want to see more, subscribe. I already said that. Leave a like if you'd like. Leave a comment saying what you think of my thoughts. Yes, I'm going to start asking now because I'm curious. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.